It's no new thing to hear about reports about some unknown object hovering in the skies from somewhere, is it? However, in recent years, several people have claimed to have seen triangular UFOs hovering in the sky of several different countries. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a like below. Subscribe to the channel too and tag along. Because I'm Tiago Tadeo and welcome to the Upside Down. The case that I'm going to talk about in today's video has to do with the mysterious apparition of an unidentified object hovering in the Pakistani sky. According to the tale of Arslan Wariach, who was the person who recorded the scene, the UFO was still for more than 2 hours and disappeared when it started to get dark. Arslan said he was out in the open using his drone, but it wasn't until he was basically going to put it away that he actually realized there was a triangular UFO there. After the discovery, Arslan was confused and tried to figure out what it could be. The object was black, did not emit any light, and did not reflect sunlight. Pretty suspicious, right? Wanting to have a better visibility of the object, he even tried to use his drone to get a little closer, but it was out of battery and therefore he was unable to take a better image. The only image Arslan could take was using his cell phone. He tried to record as many things as possible so that when he told the story to people, no one tried to say he didn't see anything, right? At the very least, he has enough evidence to show that he did indeed see a UFO. Upon arriving home, Arslan published the video on the internet, which ended up causing a stir among the community of conspirators, who were trying to understand whether or not the object was a spacecraft. In the video's comments, many users said they were shocked by the images and expressed 100% belief in Arslan's tale. However, some more skeptical people left comments saying that the object was not a UFO, but a giant balloon or even a drone. Unfortunately, regulations for the use of drones prevent them from exceeding 400 meters in height, and the unidentified object that Arslan saw was far beyond the height stipulated by law. On the issue of the balloon, few people actually believed it, and therefore it was soon discarded. Be that as it may, this is not the first time that a report about the sighting of a triangular aircraft was stirred the internet, and it is about some such cases that I'm going to talk about now. Not long ago, some people also reported seeing triangular objects flying through the skies of the United States, more precisely, in New York and Texas. The first sighting took place on December 28th in New York, and a few days later on January 1st. A very similar UFO appeared in Texas, which of course left a lot of people worried, right? According to witnesses, the object stood still for several minutes before disappearing. Very similar report to the first case I showed, isn't it? Looking at this image, you might even think that it is 3 different aircrafts, but according to experts who watched the footage, the lights belong to a single spacecraft because it follows in perfect sync, thus forming a huge triangular UFO. The comments of the surfers of the World Wide Web tried to link the appearance of all these UFOs with a very interesting theory. All these apparitions would have been the work of the US government doing tests using alien technology, or who knows what else. Well, of course, this is just some opinions on the internet, but it doesn't end there. Have you heard of the TR-3B project? Well, it's allegedly a project made by the US military using alien technology. Unbelievable, huh? The theory began when images of several crafts flying near an airbase located in Portland began to circulate on the internet. In the video shared on social media, it is possible to see a very mysterious triangular spaceship flying at an absurdly high speed. The video began to have many shares, and several people began to comment on what that fast object could be. Some said that it was a secret weapon, and others pointed out that it could be the impressive TR-3B project. According to the theories, the TR-3B is a top-secret aircraft developed during the Gulf War that took place between 1990 to 1991. The theory states that the spacecraft would have a super advanced technology capable of staying fully camouflaged and under enemy radar. One of the most controversial opinions is that it was built from materials extracted from extraterrestrial spacecraft that would have crashed there in the United States. However, not everyone actually believes in this hypothesis. But among the people who believe in it, there are those who go too far and claim that they took all this alien technology that in fact would have fallen. Can you guess where? On Roswell in 1947. About this case, we already have a video here on the channel. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it here because it's really interesting. But be that as it may, the theories surrounding this case go far, as there is always someone to add fuel to the fire. For example, in this case, this footage taken in Michigan adds a lot to the theories I've presented so far and adds something that's even more intriguing to the case. I don't even need to say that this apparition caused a lot of buzz in the ufology community, right? The case gained more and more attention, especially after they realized that Michigan is only 2,000 kilometers from Nevada, where is located what was supposed to be one of the most secret places in the world. Yes, if you guessed, or if you already knew Area 51, you were right. I find it very hard to think you don't know what Area 51 is, right? It's basically one of the most mysterious places in the United States. Although its location is no secret, no one knows for sure the main objectives for this base, and therefore several theories, mainly involving aliens, are linked to this location. Everyone believes that it was used to develop and test experimental aircraft, and also, who knows, super powerful weapons. Because of this, several ufologists commented on the theory that the American government would be evacuating the place, taking all the equipment, many of them extraterrestrial in origin, to another secret base. They believe that Area 51 is not as well protected anymore, being heavily targeted by conspiracists who seek to have proof that something super secret is in fact going on there. But what about you? Do you think all these sightings are connected? Are all of these tests of new things being created? Leave your opinion here in the comments. I want to know, okay? Don't forget to like and share this video because it's very important. See you in the next video then. Stay well, and until next time, peace.